Hi everyone. So today I'm doing this video about the mats I have. You can say it yoga mat, floor mat, or workout mat. So I have tried a few mat and I could not. It took some time to find out which mat is good for what and which mat is good for all, and I had to ask many people. I tried searching it in YouTube and there was no proper information. There were, but it did not help, so I had to return also. Few mat I returned. So today I'm making this video to help you understand which mat you can buy for your regular workouts or yoga, and which mat is good for what, and it might help you to decide if you're going to purchase another mat, or you are first time you're buying a mat for your regular workout. This video might help. So let's see, I will move around and I have placed all my mats all around the house, and let's move around and I'll show you the mats that I have. I will start with the oldest mat that I have. This was from Kamachi and it was purchased almost 7 years back, and you can see it's super dirty. So this is not actually dirty. This is the discoloration. What happened? It's a 3 mm mat. It's very thin, but it has a very good grip. It was a very cheap. I purchased it like 200 rupees long back. These are like 300 now in Amazon. You can see any cheaper mat. This will be like this. Okay, where you have grip, but when you place your knees and elbow, it pains, and it also goes down. So it doesn't give you much support. Okay, but it's super stable. It has not torn in 7 years, as you can see, and the little discoloration, otherwise it's fine. Second mat, I would show this one. This is for all purpose you can use. This is actually a equipment mat which I purchased from Decathlon. Okay, and so this is the mat. Okay, this is the complete mat. It's a wide, and so it is pretty wide, as you can see, compared to this mat, and long. So it costed me I think around 2000 rupees from Decathlon. This is the equipment mat. It has good thickness and it does not skid on the floor. It's very stable, so you can do all your cardio also on this, like boxing and everything. You can move around this mat, and you can also do your floor workout in and yoga, everything. But I don't personally do yoga on this. I What I do is I put a mat on this mat. On the top of this mat again I put one mat and do the yoga, so that when you go to like savasana or any movement where you stretch your hands out or legs out, you are still on the mat, you are not touching the floor. So this is a very wide and good mat. If you are okay to spend a good amount, that is the 2000 around rupees, so it's really a good mat. And when you compare to other mat also, this is actually cheaper, because there are yoga mat in Decathlon you will get like 3000 4000 rupees. In that case, this mat will be a good option from Domino's. It is equipment mat. Okay, the third mat is again from Decathlon. This comes around 899. This is a new edition. Okay, so this mat I use for yoga. You can see use this mat alone. The thickness is 6 mm. Okay, and this has a very good grip. So if you, when you are doing downward dog, you won't skid. That was the main criteria when I purchased it. So when you are doing downward dog on this won't slip. Okay, and it has curve on the both side. You can use any side of the mat. Okay, this is again from Domino's, and this is the mat. The length is quite good. So even for 6 feet person, this mat would hold pretty well. So all your movement, all your floor workout, you can use this. And if you are a yoga person, I personally keep a single mat for yoga. I don't keep changing my mat, and I don't do workout with shoes and all on this mat. So yes, this is holding pretty stable, and all it has the best thing about this is it has very good grip. So all the yoga postures, vinyasa flow, everything will hold good on this. And it also good for balancing. So when you are doing any balancing asanas, you won't feel that you are moving here and there because of the bounce in the mat. That won't happen. And this is the third mat, and it is the cheapest. I think it comes in 199, that is around 200 in Decathlon, and the pattern has changed a little bit now. Um, it you can see that when you do things with shoes on this, you will get this mark, and it is easily torn up. But it I have this is the second time I purchased the same mat. Okay, this has this grip on the down part. You can reverse and use also. So you will get small tearings like this. Okay, so when you are wearing shoes and you are doing like stretching workout where you move a lot from downward to lizard and all this type of movement where you, I mean, if you are holding any posture, any isometric hold, this mat is good. Like a plank you are doing or any isometric hold. Let me focus. Yes, so any isometric hold, this mat is very good. It has good cushion, and if you don't want to spend a lot, you can purchase this mat. And it won't tear, it will get this marks whatever I'm showing, but it will definitely, because the last mat I used for 3 years and it's still okay. It is torn here and there, but it's not moving out. And actually I used it very harshly, but still it holds good. Okay, you can easily use it for at least 2 years. But then again, you should not work too much with shoes on this, and not stretching. All stable workouts, like all holding postures, your plank, your boat hold, uh, like that. I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. Fifth one is this mat. Okay, it's from Stag, and it's very easy to fold and unfold, and it is quite thick. Okay, you can do all pilates and jumping workout in this. I think it is 15 or 20 mm. Okay, it had variations up to 25 mm as well. And it's very stable, but you cannot use it for yoga. Though it doesn't slip, you stay pretty stable on this, but you cannot do yoga on this because you will get stretches around these joints. Do you see there is a gap in this joint? This is how it is. Okay, so when you do yoga, it will stretch a lot, and it gives some discomfort to me. If you are okay, you can do, because it won't tear up. It's a very good mat, and it has very good stitching. If I can focus, yes, it has very good stitching, so it won't tear up. But then again, it's not very comfortable because it has four joints. It's not very comfortable when you do yoga on this. So you can use it for Pilates or any like headstand, handstand, for all these things. If you want to use, you can definitely use this. Okay, and if you have back pain, okay, in that case, you can use this mat. It gives a very good support, and it's ideal and best for Pilates workouts. And I purchased this mat from Amazon, and it's a very easy to fold and keep it. This is how it looks when you fold it, and it's very easy to fold and carry, as you can see. And you can just move it, and it will be open. This is the traveling mat folded. So I have kept it near the right up. I can also place my palm so that you can understand the length of it. So this is you can fold it further. It's not folded nicely, so you can fold it further as per your packing need, and it can easily fit into your uh, bag. And it's not very heavy also, it's very light. It has a rubber coating at the down, and upper part is little soft, but yes, it does not have that much grip, but it can be used, and the length is quite well. I will keep it open, and I will also add the how it looks when it's open. It has a rubber marking, as you can see. It gives you the alignment, but definitely you cannot use it for your daily use. And you can use it as a towel or cushion over your mat, but it does not hold good. I mean, it's kids. You cannot do most of the postures, yoga postures, on this mat. It will slip, your hands and leg will slip, and it becomes risky. But it's a very good mat when you are traveling. You can take it with you, and anywhere you can place it, be it on the sand or the floor. You can and do your yoga practice where you don't have to balance too much, have need to grip too much, and also you don't need to place your knee or elbow down, okay, so that you don't hurt your knee and elbow. You can do a little bit movement, stretches, etc. So yes, this is the mat. And again, I'm repeating, it's not good for using at home every day. It's good for traveling and occasional use. And the best part is you can get it and put it in your washing machine, and you can clean it. So I will conclude saying, if you have a budget around 900 rupees, in that case you can buy this mat. And if you want only one mat to do all your workouts except shoes, this mat holds good for all the workout like pilates, yoga, all your isometric hold, floor workouts, and little bit of weight also. But please don't use shoes, because if you use shoes, then it does not look good for your yoga. And if you are ready to clean after every workout, this is your mat. And if you have a very good budget, like if you are okay to spend around 2000 uh, for your mat, this is the mat you will be buying, and you can do all your workout on this. For yoga, you can use another mat on this and do your yoga and just move it. And like I use this mat on the top of this to do my yoga, and when I'm done, I remove it and do my boxing and other flow workouts on this. You can also do pilates on this, and you can use your shoe. This is really for rough use. I am using this with my shoes. I put all my weights on this, and it's still okay. There is not a single scratch. So this will be your mat if you are ready to spend a good amount and for a multi-purpose use. So that was all. Hope you liked the video, and hope it will help you to understand which mat you want to buy depending on your budget and requirement. Thank you so much.